All right, Keith is back again because we just haven't had enough of his face
Yeah,
this half hour.
Nobody wants to
obviously.
call to talk about physics. The hang up on that one.
It was bright and brisk out there
A little bit.
today,
Yeah,
but
really
I mean, not going to complain. The sunshine makes a huge
Yes, it
difference.
does.
It was wild taking a tour from like central New Hampshire back to southern Maine, watching the snowpack vary, and then by the time you got to the coast, it was gone. But there were parts of the Kangamungus, people get mad about this.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the right answer is.
Me neither.
That
I
had
get it.
like just huge snowbanks on the side of the road. But then when I got out towards Freiburg, it was down to like
Gone.
a couple
So
inches.
strange.
Yeah, it's wild seeing that in action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, today was fine. Sunny, that helps.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you like that, you'll like this week because we got a lot of sun
Woo!
here coming up. And that does make a big difference. This time of year, it starts to matter more. You can feel that sun doing some work. Got to 32 in Portland. Wind gusts, a little bit breezy here. That's where the briskness that Sammy was talking about came from mostly, I think, was the winds. 20 to 25 miles an hour. It made it feel colder. Visible satellite was clean, still is. It's going to be chilly tonight, though, dropping down to about 10 to 13 along the coastline. Most of us closer to 10, I think. Inland will be 7, 8, 9 degrees. Freiburg, which I just mentioned, probably down to about 3 or so. And then below 0 into Rangeley, Berlin, and into northern Maine. Will be briefly below 0 by early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we have a lot of sun, but it's not going to be that warm. In the 20s for most of us once again tomorrow afternoon. Just a few clouds over the northwest part of the state, but in the teens of the mountains if you're skiing. Bundle up as it's been the last few days too. Skiing is actually not bad at all, but it is a bit chilly. And then we get a little bit warmer here on Wednesday, about 30 to 35. Looks like an increase in cloud cover. We'll ride that into the upper 30s to near 40 on Thursday. So we're going to go through the vast majority of the week with really nothing going on. We were watching a storm for Friday as of last week, searching for something interesting. Doesn't look like we're going to hook this up just right. This storm doesn't phase with this storm, and so we end up with kind of a middle of the road low pressure system, and without a blocking high to the north, it's going to be really hard for us to get widespread snow out of a situation like this. We need the exact perfect track, and this doesn't seem to be an exact perfect track kind of season so far. So I think rain along the coast and probably inland, maybe some snow in the mountains here on Friday if we can get lucky, and then we'll be quiet over the weekend. Our next storm after that into next week does not look very cold. Lots of green here on the map through mid next week. So we might close out this February with a very small amount of total snow, in some cases under an inch of snow through the month of February. Temperature trend kind of all over the place. We do get a little bit warmer Wednesday, Thursday. Friday along the coast it'll be raining, so it'll be in the 40s there. And then back down over the weekend, back up on Monday. We're going to make a pretty strong run mid next week into some warm territory. I think Massachusetts could be in the 60s. We don't always get in on that though, especially in February, so we'll keep an eye on it as we get closer. But I do not see a big snowstorm here on Friday unless something drastic changes, and it just hasn't been our season so far where that's been happening. Bit breezy there on Saturday. Nice bright weekend again, not dissimilar to our last one. Little breezy, little cool, but sunny and capable of doing outdoor stuff if you want.
Yeah.
If only there were a little more snow to go with it.
I know, it's like I said, they're hanging on. The skiing's still pretty good. I think they need a refill relatively soon, so hopefully Friday can be at least some
And
snow.
a lot of those smaller, operations, the cross-country skiing, the snowshoeing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, any just
Snowmobiling.
natural stuff is harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we still have all of March.
I know, and I love a March snowstorm.
We'll see what happens.
Right in time
Sorry.
for your birthday.
Can't wait.
Thanks, Steve.